What was the idea behind starting the Red Rose Film Festival?
My background was in film and also in corporate video. And we worked with large brands in telling their story. When I had worked for several different companies, agencies, marketing firms, I had also been spending a lot of time attending film festivals around the country. And when it comes to the question, what is a film festival? What I've come to realize is that it's really an extension or a complement of the identity of the host city, the host community. And in Lancaster, after going to these different festivals around the country, I realized that there was an opportunity, and you could almost say a need, for something like this to complement the music festivals, the different organizations that are working with Lancaster to get to the place that it's starting to turn as far as a hub in central Pennsylvania for commerce, small business, entertainment, all of these areas, and then bringing a film festival to central PA, to Lancaster. The real 30,000 foot goal is not just to show films, not to just exhibit films in a theater the way traditionally you would assume a film festival would go, but also that the film festival will have a strong economic impact.
Okay.
Bringing people into the community, going into our stores, into our restaurants, experiencing Lancaster for much more than just an opportunity to watch these films. So it was about economic development, tourism, the arts, and to a very important extent, education about the film industry.
Okay. What do people need to learn about the film industry here in Lancaster?
So one thing that I found really impactful was that as far as a job force is concerned, as far as employment in the United States, the entertainment industry actually employs more people than both the farming industry and the mining industry.
Really?
Two staples of employment across the country, and the entertainment industry has exceeded those.
Okay.
And what I see a great opportunity for is that if we're able to showcase ourselves as an entertainment hub, as a filmmaker's hub, and a place that films and filmmakers want to come to create their projects, we have an opportunity to create additional jobs. And when people think of the film industry or movies, they think Hollywood, they think New York. To an extent, they think now of Georgia and big cities that most of us don't really get to, but that's where films are made. But the reality is in the state of Pennsylvania, many of the films that are using tax credits that each state has are really Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, and Central PA just hasn't been represented the same way. So the hope of creating additional jobs, opportunities, more films here in Central PA is to give us a more pronounced voice in this industry.
Have you gotten a lot of people submitting films from Lancaster County?
We have films submitted from Lancaster County. We have films submitted from as far away as Australia.
Really?
All the different corners of the United States, Oregon, the Southwest, all the way up into New England and Florida. So all over the country here. And then we have films from the Middle East, from the UK. So really from all over the world.
What's that vetting process like? Do you go through them all? Do they have to fill out a form? How's that work?
So we use the platform for submitting films. It's called Film Freeway.
Okay.
It's kind of the industry standard. It's a online platform, and filmmakers to film festivals all around the world, some of even the big major film festivals, will submit their films to these festivals through this platform, and then each judging process, submission or selection committee is different in the way that each film festival operates, based on size, based on the films that they're critiquing, the amount of films. For us, we have a selection process that involves film professors, industry professionals, and film enthusiasts. It's about 30 people critiquing the films that are being selected, at which point, once they've been selected to the Red Rose, they will go through 2 additional phases in order to determine who is going to be awarded in the particular categories.
Oh, very cool.
Yep.
Very cool. Talk to me about this other award, the technology.
So the Innovation Award. The Innovation Award is geared specifically towards tech in the entertainment industry. Okay. Specifically, the way that technologies like augmented reality, virtual reality, e-gaming, these platforms are being utilized for people to absorb new content and new forms of entertainment and film. So we're really adopting that as a piece of immersive content for people who are coming to the film festival that maybe sitting in a movie theater is not really for them, but they really want to experience the festival. So we've added in a piece of our festival's identity that is geared more towards tech and having an immersive experience where we strap you into a virtual reality machine and you have a completely separate experience from traditionally sitting in a movie theater. So we're really taking the historic traditional exhibition of film and coupling that with the way that the industry is headed into the future and creating an identity of both inclusion and innovation.
That has to really appeal to a younger market.
Absolutely. Okay. But I think there's also an opportunity for, because we're working with a lot of different corporate sponsors, a lot of different organizations, some of these technologies also have applications in different industries. So it gives those groups an opportunity to showcase their work in these different sectors while also interacting with a very diverse group of people and audience members.
What are the different locations for the festival?
So right now it's 5. It may end up being more. Our friends at Zootropolis are one location. They've been phenomenal. We're also hosting films at Tellus 360, at Altana, as well as the Holiday Inn Lancaster, and then the Ware Center is where our box office will take place. And then on Saturday night, we're going to have an awards gala and then have a reception afterwards. So I'll have the red carpet ceremony. People will come, award the different filmmakers for their work, and then afterwards we're going to have a brief reception for the filmmakers and for supporters to enjoy getting to know each other afterwards.
That's cool. So how are people going to find out more? Where should they go to find out what movies have been selected and get tickets to see these movies then in November?
So the announcements of the films that have been selected will be in mid-September. So the deadline is August 2nd, and then the announcements will take place in mid-September. And at that point, we're going to start the process of promoting the films in the film festival. Many of them come with trailers, as you would expect from any other film. So we'll be able to use some of their press kits as well as their trailer materials to promote what films we're going to be showcasing.
Okay, so look for that in the future here.
Yep.
All right. What's your favorite movie?
Of all time?
Of all time.
Overall?
Your favorite, not the best. Your favorite.
See, that's hard because you end up rattling off what's your favorite, I can watch it any day of the week movie.
And then you have to have an overall favorite movie.
I'm going to give you my favorite bad movie.
Okay.
Okay, because that's a lot easier. I will sit down and watch Just Friends.
Okay.
Over and over and over again.
Really?
It's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Little man crush, not going to lie. But for some reason, I can watch that movie over and over and over again. Now, I was in one of the worst movies of all time called Nightmare. Okay. So I know about bad movies, but I also know great movies, and people will say things like The Godfather, anything by Martin Scorsese, but I don't know. I think it's easier to identify your favorite horrible movie.
Okay, yeah, that works. So we are located where doing this interview? Where are we?
So I'm not the only entrepreneur in the family.
Okay.
My wife is the owner and operator of Tiny Estates in Elizabethtown. So we're actually sitting in a tiny house right now. It's been a wild ride in hospitality, and we have 40 tiny homes throughout the entire 14-acre property. So it's been kind of wild. Yeah.
And this is the biggest tiny house in the world of oxymorons of small business.
It's small business, support small business.
Yeah.
And this is only 400 square feet.
Okay. But
it sleeps 6. We have the 2 lofts here, and then this is a pull-out sofa. So, yeah, it's kind of wild.
Are there a lot of places like this around the world?
In certain areas of the country, yes, because zoning, because policy states that in certain areas they can have a resort like this. But the reason we're able to do what we do is because we were grandfathered in to former zoning where this was a campground. We were grandfathered into that, And fortunately, we've been able to really revitalize this space for Elizabethtown.
And you're the largest tiny home
Resort,
in
yeah.
the world?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep, 40 tiny homes.
Big on a small scale.
Big on a small scale.
All right.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's been a wonderful experience, ups and downs, obviously, with the film festival and then with this. Expecting a baby in September.
Oh, wow.
So that's actually...
You're busy.
The baby's due on the same day we're making the announcements of all the films. So might as well just plan everything to just plop it right down into all the same space. But hey, we'll make it through. 2019, we thought 2018 was crazy. Yeah, here we are in 2019. So
when did you start planning? Like, when did the idea for the Red Rose Film Festival come into your head?
Planning for this, all that due diligence really started about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Some of the film festivals that have had great success have really focused on economic impact as well as the arts, and then the educational panels. It's really a holistic approach as opposed to just like, here's a movie, press play. So spending time at other film festivals, seeing how they operated, and then really kicking this into high gear in early 2018 as far as promoting it to the area, to possible supporters, and then now we're here in the middle of 2019 and the film festival's only 3 months away.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're doing this. But we've had a lot of great support. Organizations like Revelo, like Orthopedic Associates in Lancaster, who's our title sponsor, many local businesses. We have a strong focus on our impact on small businesses. So all of our vendors, the people that we work with, are all local vendors. We want to keep it here as best as we can to create the greatest impact that we can.
I like hearing that you're paying attention to the film industry and not just the films themselves as well, like beyond as well. Like, Pennsylvania has some opportunities for people coming to this state to shoot, but it's not really known very well. So
not necessarily. We're not considered one of the go-to film destinations, although in central Pennsylvania we have many filmmakers, many talented filmmakers who have been to the large city hotspots for filmmaking and come back and spend a lot of time sharing their gifts with, I mean, many of them make short films, many of them are attempting to make features or writing or have different projects that are in certain stages of development. A lot of corporate work is done here, doing a lot of brand pieces. But the greatest opportunity that I see here is when you bring a film of scale, large scale. You're not only impacting the people who are working on the film, who are in front of the camera and directly behind it, but also all of the jobs that you see in the title credit or the end title credits. Those are jobs that are being created and are being housed in the host community. And the hope would be is that as we have an impact in central Pennsylvania with this film festival and other organizations and other projects like it, we can create an impact that policymakers in the state are going to look at the impact of the film industry and hopefully bring more projects here, which will then create more jobs here, and at the end of the day benefit everybody.